Alright, welcome back to another video. It's March the 1st today. If this is your first time watching, welcome. So, you can see behind me here, I have these LED lights. They're from A&I. They're aftermarket. I picked them up at John Deere yesterday. So I'm working on them. They're going to go in the fenders of the 2350. Got 2750 here with the halogens in the fenders, or the non-LEDs. You can see there and it's bright. You can see 2350 is missing a light bulb. When we did the clutch, one of the fender bulbs quit and broke. So here you go, there's the LED and what it looks like. Over on 2750 as well, I was messing around with the LEDs, making sure they all worked, and found out that this bulb works, but these wires aren't giving it electricity to go. There's something wrong electrical here that we're gonna get fixed too, but we're gonna do that all this afternoon in the next hour and a half. The other thing we're doing this afternoon is we're gonna go ahead and get plates on my 92. Mom's gone to Service Ontario and she's getting that done. So the project truck will now be a drivable project truck, which is nice. It's about time. I've had it since August. $5,000 truck. Pretty much that's what I'm into it. So anyway, let's get these lights put on. I got a heat shrink, a new connector onto that 2350 as well. So that'll be fun. There you go. There's the first light bulb put in. Nice and bright. You can see it illuminate on the loader. The other one over here, you can see it shines a bit bright too, but just nice to have them upgraded. So we're gonna pull this one off too now. They just pull out and they sit in here. This one's a bit different too, I guess. Anyway, well, we'll get a new one put in. Here, I'll let you watch me take this out and put the new one in. So the covers, they just peel back over. Just like that, it slides in. Getting the new one in, the new bulb in, is always hard, so I take the heat gun and I heat it up. Gonna go ahead and unbox this one though. So yeah, I just heat them up, then they move way easier. Got them nice and warm. And it still takes a little bit of prying and pulling to get it in, but yeah, it might not be warm enough. And just like that, it's in. I had you sitting right there on that differential lock on 2750. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Both LED bulbs are in. This light up here isn't working right now. It's a little unfortunate. I gotta run new wires to it. Forget which setting the back one works on. I can tell you exactly what one it is when I sit on the tractor, but there you go. LED lights all the way around. 2350 is the first one to have it. So now I'm gonna go to 2750 and try and get that LED light working. Yeah, I gotta run new wires, I believe, past where it connects from the hood all the way back to the switch, at least part way back. We were working on this tractor. We had a hydraulic line that wouldn't come apart right there. We were torching it apart, and the hydraulic oil caught on fire, so we had a fire coming up the side of the tractor. Unfortunately, I found out none of the fire extinguishers in the shop worked, so it took around 1.5 minutes to get it out. Maybe a little longer, 2 minutes from the time we ran to the barn to get pails of water and extinguish it. Yeah, 3 fire extinguishers in the shop and none of them worked. So that was aggravating. But yeah, so now I gotta run new wires to those headlights. They worked initially and now they don't. So that's why I put these on, these aftermarket LEDs, because in the meantime, before I bother pulling off the rad shield, pulling off the hood again and run new wires, we'll at least have these. So now I'm gonna go and get that rear LED going on this one. As long as it's not crazy complicated, I'm just gonna see if there's anything loose or cut and heat shrink it. Alright, so it's Monday now. It's right before 6 p.m. Yeah, so on Saturday we put these bulbs in. So when it starts to get dark, you'll see me using those. I'm gonna run this tractor feeding bales. I actually like this tractor better. I had the bale spear on it tonight for another reason too. Dad was using that when I was using this one. I like this tractor better than the 6430 right now because C-Range isn't working on that one. And you're either going from B to D, and D's too fast, too rough. Versus this one, you just move around. It's actually got more speeds. This one's got, what, 4? I guess they're the same. I guess they're both 16 speeds. But this one right now is more speeds that are working. That only is 12 gears that are working. This one has all 16, 8 forward, 8 reverse, or 8 forward, 4 reverse with the high-low. So, yeah, it's muddy out. Yeah, the decals are long wore off. I like this thing. There's the OBS. Yeah, we didn't get plates on it on, I guess it was Friday. I said Saturday, didn't I, at the start, but it was Friday. This kind of a one-liner in a statement that the insurance guy wrote up. Something about if someone hits it, it has a value determined to it. It didn't have the word self in front or something. Alright, so we're down the road here. All our bales are over in this field. Yeah, farm's right there. It's not far at all. Yeah, what I don't like is it gets a little muddy in here. It kind of sucks. We went to farm tours on Saturday. So we did on Saturday. I mixed up Saturday and Friday. My favorite farm I saw, they're all midnight. 3 tower silos, and they fed everything out of there. I don't know, I'm just a huge tower silo guy, or silo in general guy. We saw a lot of silos, not a lot of baleage. I think that's really, really slick feeding that way. Yeah, just when it's wet like this, cart the mud everywhere, which sucks. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I actually saw someone who watches the channel there. We were at a barn and he walked up and he said, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? And I laughed and said, yeah. So he watches, yeah, he milked 80 cows in a parlor barn, I believe an hour away from here. That was cool. So yeah, if I'm out on farm tours someday and you see me, come say hi. Yeah, we talked to him for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. It was cool. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just cutting the plastic in between the bales. Makes them easier to feed out. I don't always do it with 6430 or this one. I figured I'd do it today. Don't drop the knife in between the bales. And yeah, the other thing about the baleage that isn't always the best is sometimes that plastic will come off and make a mess. See down there. But pros and cons. Pro is we can put the baleage wherever we want. Last year we had the rows across the road there. This year here we got some at home. We've had them on the other side of the barn. So pros and cons. But cool. Yeah, this tractor's got the high-low. Can't see it, and then 4 speeds over here. And another high-low. Yeah, they don't look like your typical New Hollands. They've been remade, rebuilt. The 9th year running them on the rebuilt of the cosmetic side. Unfortunately, my grandfather didn't put the money into wear parts on them as much as making them look good again. But yeah, it is what it is. While feeding bales, I just managed to get that light bar to work. The ground wire for it. So it was making a ground, that's why it would flicker. It wasn't flickering on Friday, but it was the rest of the time when I wasn't recording. It started flickering again tonight, so I drew the conclusion that it was having a short to ground. I found it, fixed it. So the lights work all the way around now. Full LED, every bulb works. Now I just gotta find the one on the 2750. Yeah. The majority of my tricks are finding these electrical shorts instead of hooking up multimeters and all that. I just like to run them till I find them. I can do that here. I can't do that in the real world, obviously, someday, but it's your own stuff. It's really easy to find the electrical shorts that way. Just run it and see what it does. Nice and bright. Starting off at 6. off that driveway over there, but it's more muddy down there. Nice and bright. Fenders only. This is using only the fenders. That's the full front. So, it's nice too, because a lot of the time you'll drive like this, and then you can't see the front light bar. Alright, so back in the barn now. Done feeding bales. Figured I'd show you. I took pictures of these cows full. It was our county's Breeders' Cup today. So we entered 2 cows. This one here, her name's Drizzle. I've shown her before. But if you're new, maybe you haven't seen her, or maybe you've forgotten. So that's our first cow we've entered. We entered. They both got judged. They both were full. What I'll do is I'll put a photo of Drizzle full on the screen right now. Second one we entered. This one here. Her name's Rose. It's a little itchy right now, but she's also really friendly. Yeah, there's her back view. I'll show you Drizzle. Drizzle's back. Right here. So you can see not as much milk in her right now. She got milk to mom and dad, milk while I fed bales and TMR. So, yeah. Once again, whatever, it'll be here with Drizzle's photo on the screen either before this or now. Kind of on the side, but yep, there's that. I'll show you Rose from the front now. Haven't shown you this cow much. This isn't Rose, this is Luna. She calved out today. She had a heifer calf. This one right here, she's Rose. So, they're both second lactation cows. Both built very different. I'll put the photo of Rose full on the screen now. Yeah, she was a little dirty there. Both these cows are clean this morning. The guy who we have come clipped them all up, or who clips cows. He came again this morning. He absolutely loves clipping cows and working in the barns. Yeah, so he came this morning. He cleaned them up. I didn't help with any of that. I can't tell you. I believe they milked them this morning. Number 3 and Drizzle 5:30. So when I took the photos, they had 11 hours worth of milk in them, I believe. Once again, this morning I wasn't here. This morning I had school, so I didn't come to the barn. So I can't tell you that for sure. But yeah, gonna set off the lights in the middle. So there's that. I figured I'd show you those two to wrap up this video. Yeah. Anyway. Mom and Dad just went home 5 minutes ago. I just fed my rabbits, so I'm gonna go home now too. But I just wanted to show you that. But that's gonna be all for this video. Yeah. So LED lights on 2350. LED all the way around now. I started putting the first lights on that tractor 2 years ago. 2 years ago I put the rear bulb on, and then it'll be 2 years ago in 2 days. What I did is I put, or 2 years ago in 1 day, put that front LED bulb in the 2750, and then about 2 weeks later I put it in the 2350. Yeah, but now I swapped them all out. That tractor's full LED. Talked about it at the start of the video, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But yeah, first tractor with full LEDs. So pretty neat. I'm happy. It's nice to have a loader tractor with that, because when you lift up the loader, it blocks that front light bar. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go home. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. God bless. Realized I forgot to get the mail today, so I figured I'd show off the LED light at night that I put on the Gator in the past week. Nice and bright. Yeah, there's the farm at night over there. Heifer barn lights aren't on, so it's hard to see.